Hello. So today I need to go to the the haberdasheries, the fabric store. And I need to get a lot of stuff to make quite a few accessories for my next coordinate, which has blue tartan. So I need to get some blue tartan for a headpiece. Whether it's like a traditional rectangle headpiece or I do a bandana, I'm not sure yet. But I definitely wanted to sort of match the color of the JSK. And then I'm gonna need to like a lot of lace of different types, probably both black and white, but I think today mostly black because I'm kind of broke. So, and then I need to get some black ribbon as well, and finally really I need to get some like Primark socks, like black socks, so I can put the lace on them, because I'm basically gonna be making socks, wrist cuffs, and a headpiece. So I'm gonna go see what I find, and then I'm actually going to get my nails done. Woo! So see you. Hello. So I went to get what I need to make the socks, the wrist cuffs, and the headpiece, and I got my nails done. So let's do a nail appreciation moment for my nail tech. So amazing. Oh my god, she's like a genius. And so this is what I got. It all cost me like around £20 in the end, which is quite okay. I expected to spend even more, so I'm okay with this. Primark knee-high socks, should be fine. A lot of black lace. So I've got this small one for the headpiece as like a embellishment to cover the seams between the fabric and the big lace. This kind of lace for the socks, because it's literally cotton, so this is perfect for socks. When I saw it, I was like, oh my god, like even better than I thought like that I could find. It's perfect. I got a large, oh my god, a large lace, maybe for the headpiece, could be for the wrist cuffs because it has two nice edges. You know, this is nice, this is nice. They're different, and that's okay. So I need to think about that. Then I got a tiny lace, kind of similar floral motif, like this. Same, maybe for the headpiece, maybe the wrist cuff. I need to figure it out. Another large lace, same with this, probably wrist cuff lace rather than headpiece, but I do like it. I think it would look good on a headpiece too. Elastic for the wrist cuff. Then I got normal black ribbon and also like a velvety type of black ribbon, kind of a little bit thinner than the other one, which is cute. And then I found some blue and a little bit green tartan fabric. Because the JSK is mostly blue and a little bit green. It has like a small red lines across as well, but the ones that also had red lines at the store were like not the right kind of shades. So this is what it looks like, and I got like half a meter of it, so I feel like it should be all right. So whoops, I cut this lace this short and then realized that actually my foot cannot fit through because it was literally just like this size around it. I didn't think about the fact that socks are actually elastic and that this has to be elastic. So now I need to reconsider how I do this without, you know, it looking like super loose and weird. So yeah, I'm gonna just have to look at a tutorial and do it, because my method of just winging it is not gonna work, even just for the socks. So let's start again. Oh my god, okay, I did it. It took over an hour. I did it wrong the first time, so the way I sewed it, I actually had to put the sock on my leg and sew it on my leg, because obviously you need to stretch the elastic, and I didn't think about that the first time. But now I know, and it was not easy, and I really desperately need a sewing machine, but I can't get it this month, so maybe next month if I find a good one. So yeah, I just put some black lace on and it looks pretty cute. They do fit, and it's just like below the knee, which is great. It's just, I can't believe how long it took because I don't have a sewing machine. But now I need to do the wrist cuffs and the headpiece. So woo! This is the base, and I just sewed it by hand, of course. And yeah, turned it inside out. I sewed it there, so it's a bit wonky to be honest. And then I ironed it, and yeah, still wonky, but not so bad. So I'm trying to figure out a good arrangement of lace and ribbon, and I obviously want the crosshatch, is that what it's called, on the top. And I love this ribbon here for like covering the, you know, the seam. And I'm just trying to figure out which one I put underneath. So there's a huge lace that I want to put under, I think. I'm not sure if it will go well if I put it above. Let's see. I mean, no, like it has to go underneath. So the other way is probably how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just trying to figure out how to make them curve appropriately, because this one can curve easily. This is gonna be perfect and easy. This is really good for headpieces. Like, yes, I'm gonna buy more of this. These ones are a bit trickier. I also have this, but I'm not sure what to do with it at the moment. I'm not a big fan of it, to be fair. I don't really like it. So, Okay, so I figured out how to make the lace, the big one, go around, and I started ruffling some of it underneath, just using pins and sewing literally each bit into place. I'm gonna get all this ruffled and attached underneath, and then I'm just gonna sew this one on top. Actually no, I'll do the ribbons and then sew this on top at the end as the final cover. And then I think I'm gonna make some tartan bows on the sides. Maybe. Oh my god, okay. So I've actually managed to sew this lace on finally, and I made it curve, and I hid the, you know, the final edge. I think it's down here. I just folded it in and sewed it, so it just looks, you know, normal. As you can see, I think it might be one of these two. Okay, it's this one. You can see a little bit, but it looks pretty okay for a first attempt at like a base. So yeah, I just sewed it all around, and now it's time to do the crisscross lace and then cover that. This is looking interesting. I think it's the right dimension mostly. So without a sewing machine, it's actually pretty hard to sew socks or wrist cuffs because of the elastic, right? So I sewed one side down here, the other side down there, and now I just need to go in and slowly, like, I guess if I do the middle and then a bit here, then, you know, the elastic will start spreading more naturally instead of trying to pull it and like hoping that it doesn't splash back onto your face. So let's see how that goes. Okay, I did it. It took ages, like almost an hour. I had to literally sew it by like keeping part of it like between my knees so I could stretch the elastic out. And honestly, yeah, that's fine. I like it. This is the headdress. I love it so much. I'm so proud of myself. It took almost a week to make it, just because I also ran out of thread in the middle of it, so I had to go to the store, and I don't like going to shops. But yeah, it's like I tried to match the tartan here as much as possible, because it's blue and kind of green, but it has a red line. So this one is blue and green, but it doesn't have a red line, but it's okay. And then I made these wrist cuffs, which a pain to make as well without a sewing machine because of the elastic, you know, having to stretch it and sew on it. It required some strategizing. Olivia, you're gonna jump. Oh, okay, she jumped. And so this is basically my second coordinate, blue tartan, Alice and the Pirates. I think it's called Alice's Cards, and or Alice's Cards Tartan JSK or something. And yeah, I'm really happy that I was able to make a matching headpiece, and I have more tartan fabric, so I'll probably make another one, but with a different pattern. I like the little ribbons, you know, it's just classic and simple. Actually, I have another Lolita meet to go to soon, and I'm gonna wear this coordinate, and I'm very excited because it's quite comfy. It's a bit lighter than the other one because it's just like polyester-y cotton thing rather than literally like heavy velveteen. I really like how this all turned out with the headpiece, and I'm so lucky to have found this JK for so cheap. And I want to add more accessories to it. I only have basically the same accessories I wore last time. I have like a cross necklace, but because this is kind of like Alice themed, I do like Alice in Wonderland a little bit. I'm not obsessed with it, but I do like some parts of it. Like I like Alice Madness Returns. I've played a little bit of the game, but I just love how it looks, and like I love that stuff. So I want to try and get or make accessories that can match it, and I'll probably do an update on that one. I have found them or made them. But yeah, this is my second coordinate, and it was cheap as fuck because the accessories are handmade. And the JSK was cheap. It was £50. What the fuck? And this was like, you know, a cheap blouse. So